Hi everybody, I'm Dan Joseph with MRCTV. Today, I am at the Congressional Black Caucus's annual legislative conference. At this event, it's very liberal. Obviously, President Obama, very popular here. Now, one thing that is not popular around the country is his signature piece of legislation, Obamacare. I want to ask some of the attendees here why they think Obamacare remains so deeply unpopular.
I think it's a great law, one of the greatest laws actually ever been created
in
history.
The greatest law ever created.
Absolutely.
I just don't think that the power structures are set up to really care about the people who really need the Affordable Care Act in their lives.
Because I just think a lot of them just mean-spirited.
Mean-spirited people.
Yes.
I think people are very misinformed.
Okay.
People are not understanding that this particular act will insure people that are uninsured. And it is costing the United States more money than it will cost them if we can provide the people of the country with insurance. So I think it's a no-brainer.
I think that it's still unpopular because of the fact that you have a dominant Republican legislature that doesn't want to see it move forward, regardless if it helps people or not.
I think the media is putting it out there that it's deeply unpopular. I think that a lot of people don't quite understand it.
Okay. People are worried that it's just not going to work.
I don't think that the people feel that it won't work.
Oh no, okay.
That's just, I think that's a smoke screen.
Okay.
I think they know that it will work.
They don't feel that someone should have to be forced to do something.
Okay, so the individual mandate.
Pretty much.
Maybe because of the lack of education.
Okay, so people just don't know about it?
Exactly, where they don't know all the details and what it's going to be.
I think that people don't really understand how it will benefit everyone, or in some cases maybe they don't want it to benefit everyone.
When you hear the leadership in the Congress constantly saying we want to make sure this president fails, it's really hard for me to believe that they're doing anything that they're supposed to do to make sure that they look at it appropriately.
The reason I think is because people don't really understand really what the law is.
It's complex, it's long, and people don't take the time to really read. They listen to what other people say about it, and they focus in on the points that people want to make to push their own agenda.
They don't like the president.
Okay.
So anything that the president puts forward, they think it's all bad.
So people are just jerks, basically.
I don't think they're jerks.
They're mean-spirited, though.
I think they just want to spike the president.
You think that people don't want to see poor people get ahead, basically.
Yeah.
But you think mostly it's that sort of anti-Obama stemming from anti-black thing.
I believe that emphatically.
Who wouldn't want to have,
free health care?
Free health care.
Who wouldn't want that?
Exactly.
They can't see themselves, and it's very unfortunate because we're going into the 22nd century that people cannot separate out race from good benefits.
There are businesses that are laying people off because of the law. There are the mandate, the people being dropped from their employers' insurance and being put on the exchanges. I mean, those are legitimate concerns, right?
I don't think they're concerns, and it shouldn't be any concerns.
They don't see the benefits of some of the small business owners who may be able to afford health care for their employees now.
What do you think it is that people don't understand about it?
They don't understand how it works yet. Until they understand how it works, because maybe they don't have the funding to go out and really educate people.
For example, if this country were predominantly white, I think that there would already be a national health care similar to what you have in France and Britain.
If it's a good bill, why do you think the Republicans, why in general do you think they just want to see the president fail?
Because he's a black man? I don't know.
Oh, okay. You think it's a racist thing?
I think a lot of stuff is a race stuff.
The role of media is very important, and the way in which this issue has been reported is lump-sided.
You don't think they've been reporting it accurately?
No, I don't think they have, and I don't think they've been doing it in a way to garner support for it.
Well, that's not the media's job. I mean,
No, it's not their job, but they can present it in a way where it becomes palatable for people, and they say, I think that's a good point that they just made.
I still think that we live in a society where racism is still a good factor, even in 2013, 50 years after the I Have a Dream speech. I still think that racism is still an issue and one of the resolved issues in these yet to be United States of America.
White people don't want people of color to have health care?
Right.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's one of it's like people that are bent on keeping another group down.
What show should you really go on to try to push the message? Or
radio stations.
Radio
is a big venue, a media venue.
Maybe you should go on Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got a lot of people who listens to Rush
Yeah, he's very
Limbaugh,
popular.
And if he can get access to that media and be able to break it down so that people can understand it.
I bet you Rush would be very happy to have him.
I bet he wouldn't.
I don't know if Obama would like to go on there, but I think Rush might.
I bet he would not be.
You think he'd be scared?
I think he'd be scared.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
I don't think he would welcome that.
All right. Well, we all can hope, right?